And if this is how I feel in just 3 months, just imagine what I'll do in a year. What would it feel like in a year when I really bet on myself, when I really trust myself, when I really believe myself, when I really show up for myself every single day, no days off, and doing this simply because it validates my soul, it validates my passions. I'm not doing this for a round of applause. I'm not doing this for likes or approval or an algorithm. I'm doing this simply because it feels so natural to me. I feel so aligned doing this. I wake up excited to get on the computer and figure out what I want to talk about, write, read, learn, grow, evolve, repeat. You know what I mean? And I want to give a lot of this to meditation, a lot of my growth to meditation. Meditation has helped me in ways I can't even begin to explain. Meditation has taught me the power of present moments, the present. It has taught me the power of my breath. It has taught me the power of relaxing, being open, being calm, and trusting. You know, before meditation, I was always on edge. Like, I think that by default, I'm a very happy person and a positive person. Naturally and innately, my default is to be positive. But I'm also someone that can be very analytical. I'm a Virgo. So I tend to make sense of a lot of things, analyze things, and think logically. And when I think logically, it supersedes my intuition. And the thing is, you cannot operate from both. Either you're going to operate intuitively or logically. And I always found myself in a disconnect because I'll be thinking one way, I'll be thinking logically, but feeling intuitively. And there was always a clash. And because of that clash, I found myself in this cycle, repeating the same thing over and over and feeling stuck. Until one day I just had to break it and say, fuck all of this and pick a side. And I chose to follow my heart, to listen to my heart, to let my heart guide me, and to silence out the outside noise, the logical mind, and be an observer. And in meditation, you are an observer. You realize that you are nothing but consciousness and awareness, and everything else is just the after effect of that, you know? And I started operating more and more from the inside out. I started paying attention to my inner reality, my inner thoughts, my inner emotions. And the more I stabilized them, the more I centered myself, the more my external reality um, felt centered. I wasn't being controlled by my external reality. My external reality no longer could affect my mood or change how I was feeling on the inside, you know, because I was so whole, so complete, so zen. Like nothing could interrupt that. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing these past couple of months, and it's been giving me a lot of ideas. It's been giving me inspiration, and I've just been acting on this inspiration. I've just been taking inspired action. And the more I do it, the more I get excited. And the more I get excited, the more I follow the momentum. And the more I follow the momentum, the more I create. And the more I create, the more ideas come. And so I just keep going and going, building and building, growing and growing. And I love it. I simply love it. And I'm just so excited for this moment right now. And I'm excited for my future. My past no longer lives in me. I gave up my old identity. I gave up the suffering. I gave up the victimization. I gave up the fear, and I embraced the love. I embraced the possibilities. I embraced the now, right now in this moment, because that's all I truly have. This moment, this present moment, my breath. And the mere fact that I am healthy, I have all my organs, I can use all my five senses. I feel so blessed. I feel so rich. I lack absolutely nothing. I now know more than ever that everything that I need and want is within me. It's all at my disposal. And I know that God and I are one. I know that God is within me. I'm no longer looking for a God outside of me to answer my prayers. I'm no longer begging God and repenting to God and, feeling bad because I feel like I'm not doing what quote unquote God wants me to do. I now know that God and I are one. We're a team. And as I'm creating, God is creating. And as God is creating, I'm creating. So there is no right or wrong. It just is, you know? And now that I know this, it's just like I can never go back. I can never go back. The only choice from here is to ascend, to evolve, to reach my highest self. Using my voice and in using my gift and spreading this knowledge, spreading this information, being enlightened, I feel purposeful. I feel aligned. I feel convicted. I feel confident. And because of this, I'm trusting myself more and more. And the more I trust myself, the more my conviction grows. And once your conviction grows, once you are convicted in something and you know something, then that's what it is. Because your words have power. It is said that the power between life and death is in the tongue. You are the co-creator of your life. You are creating every day, whether you're conscious of it or you're not conscious of it. And now that I'm conscious of it, I'm intentional with how I speak over my life. I'm intentional with what I consume. I'm intentional with how I create and how I design. I'm intentional about every single thing because I know there's always going to be a cause and effect. And more than anything, and above all, my energy and my frequency and my vibration is the most paramount. I know that my energy, my vibration, my frequency is going to transcend all things. And that if I want to feel happy, if I want to feel good, if I want to feel accomplished, if I want to feel secure, all I have to do is get my energy right, get my vibration, my frequency right. And again, the best way for me now is through meditation. You know, I used to be the person that said like 100 affirmations a day, journaling, visualizing, scripting, talking about my future, but I wasn't feeling it real. I wasn't like feeling it in my existence. I was just saying it out of technique, out of formality. But the moment I started meditating and living it really, truly, fully, is when I started to know that, oh my God, I actually am who I say I am. I actually have the power. It's all within me, you know? And that's why now I'm just so content. I'm so grateful. Every single day I wake up grateful. Every single day I wake up feeling like I'm on cloud nine. Every day seems like a gift to me. Even when things aren't going the way I envision it, I still find the joy and the gratitude in all the simplest mundane things of my life. And because of this, I have no choice but to win. Winning is the only option. Winning is inevitable because of how I'm now perceiving things, my mindset, my vibration, my frequency, and also my identity. I also had to learn how to lose an identity and gain a new identity because I now understand that your identity is what the universe answers to, you know? So if I say I'm abundant, then I have to confirm with the abundant identity. And that the way I do that is by aligning my actions and my thoughts. So even if I'm saying I'm abundant, but if I'm not feeling abundant and I'm not acting abundant, then I'm not abundant because I'm sending out a mixed signal. And the universe is always going to respond to the most dominant signal. So in order for the universe to respond to what I want, I know that I had to get in alignment. I know I needed the heart-mind coherence. You understand? Joe Dispenza really changed my life. He really did. So did Kenny Morgan. So did Minister Jew. So did the author of The Untethered Soul. I can't remember his name right now. So did Ernest Holmes, the author of The Science of the Mind. Just learning about consciousness. So did Neuro Knowledge. His book Outsmarting Reality. Like the more I just started delving into, so did Spirit Science, the YouTube channel. The more I delved into spirituality and science, the more I realized they're one and the same. The more I identified with God, universe, source, consciousness, creator, Christ consciousness, like I knew that they're all one and there's no separation, there's no division. They're all a part of me and I'm a part of it. And because I know this now, it's just like winning is my birthright. It's inevitable. So I'm really excited and I'm just blessed and I'm grateful. And I just want to share the gospel. I just want to share the insight, the gifts, the gold, the gems, the jewels, and let people know that like you really have what it takes. The power is within. All you got to do is make the decision and then follow it through. Align. Do the work. Do the inner work. There's no skipping. You can't try to jump from one to the next. You got to just take it all in strides, step by step, process by process, you know? So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. And I hope this encourages or inspires at least one person. If I have, then my job is done. Thank you.